Hi guys, it's time for my December favorites video. I am a little bit early rather than a little bit late this month because I wanted to pop this up here before the year actually finished. And I promised you that my favorites wouldn't be December daily related, and it turns out they're not. So let me set this up and I'll show you what my favorites are. So the first and very favorite thing that I was loving in December was my pocket advent calendar that Michelle from the Stamp Spot and I did a swap, and each day I opened a little pocket on the pocket page protector to find just such beautiful, wonderful, carefully thought out surprises for Michelle. I literally was so excited to start the advent calendar that all I've got is these tiny photos that I put on Instagram the very first day, so I'll insert them up here so you can see what I'm talking about. And now I have left all these beautiful cards and little surprises that when I find just a tiny bit of time, I am going to put together a pocket page notebook, I think, with all of these beautiful things. Michelle and I shared experiences throughout the month, so we do have photos of each other doing the things that we had in our advent calendar, so I am going to add those in and create a little lasting keepsake from this. But this got me through the month of December and is a fun idea if you've got a crafty friend. Probably doesn't need to be for December, but a little advent pocket page advent, I'm not sure what we ended up calling it in the end, really was an awesome thing to do. Next up on my favorites is gold mirror vinyl. This isn't the particular one that I've used, but this is one that I've bought. The one I had was Cricut, I think, Cricut gold foil, and I did a couple of projects you might have seen. There was this project here that I did for Feed Your Craft and Brandy Kincaid, and you can see how beautiful and shiny it is. I just love the difference between that and the normal gold vinyl that you get, which is sort of a matte kind of dull finish. This mirror finish is beautiful, and actually I used this in my December daily album as well. But definitely one of my favorites, and this is a slightly different color as you can see, but I'm excited to give this one a whirl again this year as well. My next favorite this month was the Spencer alphabet from Citrus Twist. You've seen me use this a couple of times. I used it as a stencil on this page here, and I also used it on a title card for week 48. I love this large stamp. Like most of my alphas, and I do have a lot of alpha stamps, they're all smaller because I gear them more towards traveler's notebooks, but these larger alpha stamps are awesome. There is an outline version of this as well, which I intend to get because I think it would be awesome to mix the two together. But this one is a real favorite, and you can expect to see it quite a few more times over the coming months. I have totally been loving this line from Rosey Studio, Dream in Color. It's so perfect for me. You can see with all the rainbows and these beautiful, they're not pastels, but they're not bolds. They're just a really awesome color palette, and I really love it. I've only grabbed these 3 things from the line, so I do intend to grab a few more, but I put together a really awesome pocket letter for a friend with this line, and it's all positive and motivating, and I think it's just a beautiful line. Santa bought me this cordless glue gun for Christmas, and thank you to him because it is really great. I've been using it a ton, not so much for my traveler's notebooks or Project Life or anything, but I am loving using this for putting together pocket page letters. Just a fun and easy way to glue stuff down. I have been a little bit careful because I've burned myself a couple of times, but I'm getting used to this new adhesive for me. I don't use glue guns a lot, but this one I am loving. I love that it's cordless. It charges up super quick. It turns on and heats up really quick. You'll see it's got a 15-second heat up. I love it. It's only available in Australia and New Zealand, unfortunately, but this was a super find for me, and I am very grateful for Santa for bringing it. My last favourite this month squeaked in the nick of time because I needed something to store all of my December goods for next year, and I found this very aptly named really handy container, and it super is really handy. So the issue that I've had is that I couldn't find a container that was not 12 by 12. It needed to be slightly larger than 12 by 12 to actually fit in like my chipboard sheets and that sort of thing. So this really handy container is big enough to store all of that. Plus it has this handy little shelf, I'm going to say handy a lot, handy little shelf that sits on top with all these compartments to put your bits and pieces in, and underneath was big enough to fit all of my papers, my paper pads, my chipboard, all of my alphas. Super handy, super secure, all in one place, and I can pull this out next year and shop my own stash. So guys, that's it. That's what I've been loving in December. And I've also loved doing this series this year. So let me know in the comments down below whether you want me to carry on with this next year or not. I'd love to know whether you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed doing it. Thank you for watching, and thank you for all your support this year. I will see you again in 2019. It feels weird to say. I can't imagine how many times I'm going to put 2018 instead of 19. But have a safe new year, and I will see you then. Bye, guys.